All right. Give me another 5 minutes here. That's normal, but we are testing stream on a new hardware. So I just want to let this go for a bit to make sure everything's stable. All right. I think we're good. I think we're stable. I was going to do a test stream over the weekend here, but I didn't get a chance to do that. Essentially, we did a live stream with Mitch and Justin, Breakcore 3D, supporting Mitch, raise some money so that he can, not get kicked out of his house. Let's see how this works. Oh, well, it transitioned before it transitioned, but I mean, hey, whatever, we're here. Hey, chat. How are you all doing today? Yeah, we're trying out some new stuff today. Specifically, we are trying out using a Mac. Yeah, our new hardware setup is a Mac. It's interesting. Essentially, the laptop they were running off before, I booted it up on Friday to do our live stream, and it straight up told me, no, we're not running the program. My audio's out of sync. Is it? Is it? Oh. Shit. How am I gonna fix that? You hear me? Okay, so I wonder if that's something I can... Can I put a delay on this? Oh, sync offset. Okay. Let's try 10 milliseconds. How's that? Are my lips moving? I'm going to wait for you guys to respond. Say if I need to increase it or decrease it. Maybe I should punctuate my lips more. That's better. Let me just go a little... 5 more. We're good? God love it. New hardware. Nailed it. Okay. All right. I will take that. I guess it's just a 10 millisecond delay. Don't know what's causing that delay, but we will find out the fun way. Okay. Anyway. I'll close that out. Glad to know that was an easy fix. Okay. So we got a lot going on. What's up, Kay? What's up, Dark Third Dimension? How's it going, guys? Hope you guys are doing well. Let's talk for a minute about what's happened over the weekend, shall we? Things happened. Things happened indeed. And, well, my backdrop's changed a bit. As you can tell. Hey, Daniel. How's it going? We're going to be unboxing the parts from West 3D later. Thank you for West 3D for getting those out to me as quickly as they did. I was anticipating that I would be streaming the Switchwire build sooner, but one of these machines that we have on the table, I had to make sure it was up and running so I can get it back to the owner of the machine. So that took priority. But yes, what happened over this weekend kind of escalated the need for the Switchwire. So we're going to be working on that this week. So super fun stuff. If you are not aware of what's going on, so over the weekend, I believe on Friday, it was announced a firmware update I think it was Thursday actually. But anyway, a firmware update to Bambu Labs X1C was going to be released in a week. Yeah, on Thursday. Actually, the announcement was on Thursday, and we were given a week. Beta firmware was released on Thursday, and they were going to push it out to everybody on the 27th, I believe. Or no, the 24th. Whatever this coming Thursday is. And that's what was going to happen. There was no ifs, ands, or buts. It was going to be pushed to all X1Cs. And, you know, that's not that's not abnormal. That's a pretty routine thing for, you know, firmware updates. But the whole focus of this update was security. Cool. We knew that there was some major security flaws in Bambu's firmware. X1 Plus was able to utilize one where if you actually loaded a 3MF file, the printer running Linux read and executed every single file within the 3MF, because the 3MF is just a fancy zip file for 3D modeling. And so it was going to be pushed to help patch that. Awesome. That is a major security vulnerability. It was patched already at one point, but like this was going to button up, make it nice, no more vulnerability. Cool, that sounds awesome. But then there was the subtext in between everything, and that was that API was changing. Everything was changing. You know, the way that third-party apps had communicated with the Bambu machine up until this point was going to be completely thrown out the window. That includes Orca Slicer, the Big Tree Tech Panda Touch / you know, these things, which I love these things. I have them hooked up to these positrons right now. And at first it was like, okay, all right, that really sucks. Like, don't like that. But they say that they're working with the third-party developers to make sure that nobody gets locked out. Cool, okay. Things are changing. It's a little weird, and we wish they would have given us more than a week, but we have a week. We can at least implement the change into our open source software before anything goes on. Cool. Friday comes along. And essentially what happens is Soft Fever comes out and says, no. I'm talking to Bambu, and they are telling me that the only way for Orca Slicer to be able to send files to a Bambu printer is through the third-party app that they are releasing. Or not third-party, the additional application you need to install that they are releasing. If you don't know what it was, to catch you up, in addition to this firmware update, they said that there's going to be a new thing called Bambu Connect. This is going to be a cloud application as well as a application you run on your machine. And its only purpose is to read a 3MF file that you have sliced, allow you to select which material goes to which item in the print, and that's it. No longer were you able to just, from Orca Slicer, slice your software, slice whatever model, and send it. You had to slice it, save it as a file, and then upload it via this third-party app. Or not third-party app, via this new app. And the whole guise was security, security, security. In less than a day from that being released, it was cracked and the keys were taken out. And they were, from what I understand, yearly keys. They are keys that are generated once a year by your machine. Normally, it's whatever, it's fine. No way that we know to change that. So, oh, okay, your key is this key for a year. Well, if someone has malware on your computer and is able to get that key via the exploit they did to unpack this program, all of a sudden, your machine is essentially compromised for a year. Unless they give you the ability to change the API key on your machine, which I hope they do. That is a simple thing to do. Okay, great. So the application that they're going to be forcing us to use has already been cracked. They already know how to break it open. That's easy. If anybody has an RCE, a remote code execution, if anyone knows how to get into your computer and run that code, they immediately have access to your machine. Guess what? That is just as bad as what it was before. Right now, if anybody gets on your local network, they can take full control of your machine. Because the Bambu, all Bambus, by the way, not just the X1, all Bambus currently that I know of, are vulnerable to where if any device on your network tries to communicate to the Bambu, it can be cracked open. That's the current problem. That is a known issue. Bambu won't admit that that's an issue, but that is real. And that is a real problem. So, am I blowing it up a bit? A little bit. But think of it like this. One of the most commonly hacked items are cheap Android top boxes that you can get off Amazon. They sometimes come preloaded with malware. Linus Tech Tips did a video on that explaining it. But yeah, straight up, there are Android top boxes out there that just straight up come with malware. We live in a society of smart devices. If a friend comes over with their phone and they connect to your internet, think about it. How many times does a friend come over to your house and you just let them connect to your Wi-Fi? Like, you don't think about it. What if their phone has malware? Attack vector. Your printer's compromised. Oopsie daisy. You buy a smart device, it's compromised. Attack vector. You let a friend come over with their Xbox or something else, some other game console, compromised. Attack vector. These are normal everyday things that we have to deal with in the modern day and age. And that's just the truth. As much as we don't want to admit it, we're not safe. I mean, we can easily go and say that it is so easy to crack open, your Wi-Fi router because there's vulnerabilities in WPA too. So, okay. This is an update that's meant to, secure things. Fine, that's what you're saying, right? It's a lie. 2 strikes already. 1, Soft Fever, developer of Orca Slicer, came out and said, hey, yeah, they're saying that they're working with me, but in reality, they're telling me to just go and use what they're forcing us to use. Strike 1, Bambu's lying to us. Their version of saying we are working with third parties is saying we are enforcing our rules under third parties. And that's it. Strike 2, you're forcing us to use an application now that was completely unnecessary, and it is already compromised. Strike 2, you're forcing additional software onto people's computers that does not increase security. Strike 3, you have commented code in these softwares that references only allowing the printer to print with Bambu verified RFID. Really, guys? Really? Everybody knew from the beginning of Bambu that RFID tags were in the film. We were happy that they weren't using that to lock down their filament like Stratasys or like HP does with their ink cartridges. We were very happy about that. But we are always worried, since the day Bambu came out, that something could be turned on and that would be enabled. And That doesn't sit well. The fact that your code has commented that comments and commented out code that specifically references this feature means that somebody in your company has experimented with ensuring the printer can only print Bambu filament. Why would they do that? I can tell you this right now. As someone that runs Positron 3D, as someone that runs a company that is designing and developing a 3D printer, we do not work on something unless we have an interest in it. Unless there is a reason or possible implementation for us to use. We aren't looking at direct drive extruders unless we plan on adding direct drive extruders. Guess what? We're working on a direct drive extruder for the positron because we know that's a vested interest. We aren't looking at an ABL solution unless there's a demand for an ABL solution. Guess what? Our people want ABL. So our toolhead has IR ABL. It doesn't work great, but turns out we can use the ADXL inside the toolhead as a probe, and we can use that for auto bed leveling. We are constantly working on things that are of vested interest to our community as well as to the company. And it is so blatantly obvious when a company like Bambu Labs, which, mind you, let me be clear real quick. Positron is open source, it's a not-for-profit. We're not making money. We're doing this shit for fun. And we're only focusing on things that have a vested interest to us. Because that's just how products and companies work. A company like Bambu Lab is not going to pay you your time and money, which, mind you, let's think here. We're talking about software developers and engineers. These people do not have cheap salaries. These people are expensive. Their time is expensive, and if they are working on something that is not of Bambu's interests, then they are wasting Bambu money, and that's not going to make Bambu happy. So the fact that there was a decent amount of code in there referencing the potentiality of locking down filament to only be Bambu filament says volumes about what it is they are trying to accomplish. I am not saying that they are going to do this. I am not claiming that this is an absolute. But it's there. Work was done on it, which means someone was instructed to do it. Bambu Labs is not a company where their developers are just going to work on something because they think it's neat. If they get that opportunity, that's amazing, and they should be allowed to work on things that they have interest in, because that is how you keep employees engaged and, wanting to work there. But the minute you see something in code that has been released to the public, that is when you know someone at some point had worked on that. And mind you, when we're talking about R&D, this stuff takes hours, so it's not cheap. It's not cheap at all. Because guess what? If I had an employee come to me and said, hey, I have this idea. I want to see if we can implement a way that blocks non-Bambu filament from working on our printers. Can I work on this? Someone has to say yes. If you say no to that, then obviously they can't work on it, and then you can reprimand the employee for working on it. But the fact that it's there in a piece of software that was released to the public means someone probably said yes to it. Every single one of those posts that goes out on social media likely gets vetted by somebody else. It likely goes through a filter before it can be approved. Every single word that they say gets approved by somebody. At Positron, we don't filter. We just tweet and say what we're thinking. That's problematic? Let me be clear, that is problematic. Because I could say something that is like completely wrong, and then then I'm on the hook for it. But you know what? I am on the hook for it. Nobody else on the Positron team is at all responsible for the social media. Nathan is now. I thank him for it, but that's because me and him have a very similar mindset and sense of humor. But if I, Nomad, post something wrong on social media, I'm gonna take the onus of it. I'm gonna take the blame. I'm gonna take responsibility. Bambu Labs doesn't do that. Bambu Labs checks every single one of their posts that goes out. So they are intentionally saying that they are working with third parties. In the back end, they are telling people that they are telling those third-party developers that no, they will not make exceptions, and this is the way you have to do it. And they are telling their developers to work on things that are very much against the ethos of 3D printing. And I am somewhat reading chat here. Welcome, Wilco. Welcome, Robert. And welcome, Medic and Ensign. So let's see, someone mentioned it here. I was going to bring it up. Wilco mentioned, how about the fact that there is in-place code for subscription stuff as well? Yes. So in addition to the code that they found for restricting filament, they found that subscription code. Uncle Jesse did a video, I believe yesterday and or today. I believe he released it yesterday, going over his concerns about this whole thing. And he mentioned, he mentioned specifically Stratasys and Formlabs. Stratasys and Formlabs do not let you use third-party material in their machines. Period. Formlabs will let you use third-party materials if you purchase their open material license. That's a subscription you have to pay for, and it's an additional $1,000 on top of the machine that is already like $3,000 to $4,000. So now you have a subscription you have to pay. Now let me take a second here. I am going to do something you probably don't expect from me, or you probably do if you know me really well. I know why they do it. It's not entirely for money. It is for controlling the environment and the variables. If this machine and this machine and this machine and this machine are all printing with the exact same filament, then I know every single variable of that filament, and I can make sure that there's no variables in the printer that I have to deal with. Or if I am troubleshooting that printer, I can more easily identify what might be going wrong with that printer. If I use a different filament that I don't know about, or I don't know how it's produced or what went into that filament, then I don't know exactly how that filament is going to behave with my machine. I can go through the effort of doing that for every single filament spool that's out there, but that is way too much work, because there's almost an infantile number of filament combinations. But if I'm the one making the filament or buying the filament and I'm testing it on my machines and I'm tagging it with an RFID, then I know exactly how it works. This is why Stratasys, for example, materials printed on a Stratasys machine using Stratasys material can be certified for military application based off of its actual strength and properties, because it's verified material that can be used in that application. And they can make sure that that is verified in this sort of app. And that's likely what's going to happen. What it sounds like, based off the source code, it sounds like they are going to do a Formlabs, or they're going to do a Stratasys, where enterprise level machines that they develop that are used in the enterprise environment are going to have some form of restriction on what material you can use in your 3D printer, and you have to pay a subscription if you want to use open licensing. And what likely that is going to entail is, hey, you're paying for this printer, you're paying for support, and you're using something that we don't support, so we're not going to support you. Aight? They already did that with X1 Plus. They already make you sign a waiver saying that you will not be able to contact them for warranty support. You waive your warranty if you install X1 Plus. Why? Why do they do that? It is because they don't want to have to support you for someone else's firmware. And let me be clear, Prusa does the same thing. And I agree with them the way that Prusa does it. Let me be clear. I agree with the way Prusa does it. From what I understand, and mind you, I do have a disclaimer down here saying that I am going to be an employee of Printed Solid, so this information may change because I may actually get properly trained on this, and I hope I do get trained on this. As far as I'm aware, Prusa's firmware is open source. You can download it, you can modify it, and you can install it on your printer. However, to install a unsigned firmware to your Prusa printer, you have to break a contact on your motherboard that says that, you know, you are running third-party firmware or you're making this modification. Okay, guess what? You could swap out that board with a good board that doesn't have that firmware problem, and then you have signed firmware. You didn't waive your warranty away officially. You cut a contact on a motherboard that can be swapped out with a motherboard that doesn't have that broken. So what you can do is you can take a motherboard, modify it with custom firmware, and if something goes wrong with that board, swap in a good one and you still have warranty support. All right, cool. That's awesome. Now, if you actually try that, I'm going to be very clear. You may not get support. That's something I'll ask when I get trained on it. Is if that is a valid way to do it. Regardless, it is a good way to do it, because rather than for your machine entirely waiving your warranty by signing a actual goddamned waiver, it is a small contact on a PCB that you break. And from there on, you have access to writing custom firmware. It is a choice that you can make, and you can make on a per board basis. You can go back to your board being under warranty. Can't do that with Bambu. Once you sign the waiver, there's no going back. Once you sign away your warranty, you cannot get it back. If you flash X1 Plus onto your Bambu printer and you sign that waiver, you cannot go back and reflash official firmware and then that machine be under warranty. Guess what? There's another caveat to this. If you sell that printer within the warranty period and you waive the warranty on that, the new person who bought that printer from you no longer has warranty on that machine. Now, you could also argue that they didn't because you transferred the machine, but guess what? Guess what? If you bought a brand new printer from Prusa and you sold it to somebody as it was, without modifications, that person would be able to still use the warranty because they purchased a Prusa printer within warranty. Cool. That's great. That's how it should work. And that is typically how it does work with everything. All you have to do is provide a, proof of purchase. And that proof of purchase just has to be a proof of purchase. It does not necessarily have to be a proof of purchase from a specific retailer. That's it. Hey, Kill Prince, welcome. So, when you sell a Bambu to a friend, Bambu knows which account had that printer. Bambu tracks that. They know that you sold your printer or you gave your printer to somebody. They already have the ability to waive the support and the warranty on that because you sold the printer. And the warranty, from what I understand, is non-transferable. Now, let me be clear. Warranties are typically non-transferable. That is a very normal thing for people to do. But that's only if you register it. And most companies will let you register the warranty after you purchase it. Long after you purchase it, as long as you hold on to the receipt. Meaning, if you don't register that warranty and you resell the item, that person, if they ever have to register the warranty, can register the warranty without issue. Same thing goes for Prusa printers. As far as I'm aware, does not work for Bambu. all things said and done. We have lived with this for the past however many years. Bambu has made good printers. It is good hardware. A lot of the positrons I've built on this channel have used parts from that machine. And I am happy with the results that that machine has done. But I just can't anymore. My Bambu is over there now. It's on the floor, and it is likely not going to be hooked up again for an indefinite amount of time. It is off Wi-Fi. It's running X1 Plus, so I don't have to worry about this firmware update. It's not going to affect me. But it has been on its way out, and everything that's happened over the weekend has just expedited my choice. In addition, Positron 3D, as well as myself, Nomad's Galaxy, have gone and removed all of our files from MakerWorld. That decision was also accelerated by what happened over the weekend. We already made this decision weeks ago because of how Bambu Labs is handling some of our friends' takedown requests. 3D printing, Dummy 13, and oh man, I'm forgetting his name. It's like 333D or something. He makes the swords, the collapsible swords. All of them have had their models stolen and reposted on MakerWorld. Even if their models are on MakerWorld, and like one person would just cut away a part and call it a remix, and then they would request for it to be taken down, but then MakerWorld would say, no, this is an original thing because they say that it's, 3D printing. That my brain was thinking. Thank you, Zach. They would say that it is an original file when it's clearly not. And these makers would go ahead and try and add things like a signature or something unique inside the model that would show up in the STL, but wouldn't show up in the print, and say, oh, that's mine, that's my signature in there. And they still wouldn't enforce it. Printables, on the other hand, just had another controversy. But in my opinion, it's a good one. What happened? The 3D Benchy started having its remixes being taken down on printables. Now there's a miscommunication between printables support and the person that asked. And this miscommunication made the person that asked think that the company that owns the Benchy was issuing takedown requests. That's not what was happening. An audit was done by a third party. In this case, I believe, I don't know what the answer was because I don't think it was fully revealed. I believe that Printables saw what was happening on MakerWorld, so Printables hired a third-party auditor to audit all the files on Printables to see which files were in violation of which licenses. They got the report back, and they started actioning the report to make sure that all files on Printables were in compliance with the licenses, which also just so happened to mean any Benchy that was remixed or changed on Printables was in violation of the license and had to be removed. That is what I think happened. But what does that say? That says that Printables actually cares about the license. Does it suck that a lot of creative remixes of the Benchy were taken down because of this? Yes, that sucks. But they were in violation of the Benchy license. I hate to be the guy that says that, but the whole thing about licenses is meant to protect us as makers and designers. But if you go ahead and you break the license, just because nobody tells you you can't doesn't mean you should. And the consequences came for those people. Again, it sucks. It sucks that that happened. Because as a community of 3D printers, of 3D printer makers, we kind of just assumed that the Benchy was kind of like our thing. Like everyone was just that belongs to the 3D printing community. It doesn't. It was never public domain. The license was pretty clear about what you were allowed to and what you weren't allowed to do. And Printables went ahead and enforced it. We should be thanking Printables for going ahead and making sure that files posted by other people were following the original files licenses. MakerWorld's not doing that. I don't know if Thangs is doing that. Thingiverse isn't doing that. All those other platforms require you to report infractions on your content. That's hard to keep track of. So, Positron 3D and Nomad's Galaxy are only going to be posting printables and probably Things as well. We're not going to be posting on MakerWorld anymore. We actually had to issue a takedown request for somebody. Somebody reposted the Positron files, the 3D Positron files. Mind you, I don't think this person had any ill intent. I don't think this person was really doing anything wrong, but they reposted the Positron files as public domain. They made the license just CC. Just Creative Commons by. That was it. They didn't do anything our GitHub license requests of people who repost our stuff. They didn't post it under the same licenses as what we did. Let me be clear. If you want to download the repo of Positron 3D and post it on MakerWorld, I can't stop you. As long as you do exactly what the license says. If you do that, we're good. If you follow our license and you link back to the GitHub as well as the main website, and you say that, you know, this is Positron 3D's work, and you put it under CC by SA, etc. Yeah, do whatever you like. I don't care. As long as you follow the license, I do not care. This person didn't. I had its issue takedown request. But guess what? It was on MakerWorld. So I don't know if it'll ever be taken down. It's great. Anyway. Thank you for this rant. I think I covered pretty much everything. What happens when someone has a different license than the one posted with the model? Well, if it's a different license, it has to be taken down. That is, if they are just copying our 3D files verbatim. If they are just copying files from our repo verbatim and reposting it, if any one of those files was not modified in any sort of way, then yes, we take it down. If they were modified in any sort of way, it becomes a little bit complicated. They still have to post under our original license. We do allow remixing, but they have to do it under the same license that we post it. If you make a mod for the Positron and you don't use any of the files that are provided to you, so it is an original creation, you're good. Do whatever you want. It can be whatever license you want. I don't care. It's great. Say Benchy Creator gave me a plain CC license and I posted a remix of it. You would have to have proof of that. Like, you would have to actually be able to tangibly say, this is the agreement I have with them. Because here's an example. Any file posted with a non-commercial license can be commercially licensed. You have to get the license from the license holder. That's it. If we made Positron non-commercial, we could still license it out to LDO to make the kits. That's fine. We don't do that, but we could. We won't, but we could. And that is actually what we're going to do with future printers. I'm going to straight up say it. We're going to do that with future printers. Future printer designs are going to be non-commercial licenses. Why? Well, we have had companies, Funzor, calling them out, make Positron kits that were dog shit. Funzor claimed to be working with us, claimed to be giving us a portion of the donations. That was bullshit. They never talked to us. They never gave us a dime. And their kit is terrible. So we're going to put a non-commercial license out. That way, if a company wants to work with us and wants to make our kits, we can make sure they're good. We can actually work with them and make sure they're good. It is not to dissuade anybody from making kits. It is specifically there so we can help quality control the damn kits. I just want people to have good kits. That's all I want. I don't care about money. I got a good job. I get paid well. I don't need Positron to make more money. Like, I'm good. Anyway. With all that being said, I'm replacing my Bambu with the switch wire. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I might clipperize it. The bed's tackling. I don't really want to replace it. I may donate it. I may sell it for really cheap to somebody, or I may give it to a friend. It's a good printer. Let me be clear. It's a good printer. It has a lot of good upgrades too. It has a Revo high flow obsidian nozzle. That thing's awesome. I love it. Zach, if you want it, you can come up and grab it. It's great. I'm going to give you all the plates that I have for it. The riser, the AMS, all of it. It's a good printer. I even upgraded the wiper in the back so that it's one of the silicone ones, so, it doesn't, wear out as often. It's good. It's great. I loved that printer. I loved it. Past tense. It's sad to see what's happening. But anyway. We got 2 positrons on the desk here. So, I've been spending all day working on and words. There we go. Set this back to 15. Okay. Yeah, this Mac setup is an experiment. Don't know if it's gonna, stay for long. Thank you. And welcome, SquarePeg. Sorry I crashed as soon as you joined. Okay, yeah, we got 2 posies on the desk here. This is a 3.2 RC. This is a release candidate. This is one of our alphas. This is 3.2. This is obviously the one that we use. This is mine. This one here. This is my personal one. This one belongs to Corey, one of our team members. And we went ahead and we tuned it. I got really bored, and it's been on my desk for a week, needing to be tuned, so I tuned it off stream. If you were watching the live stream with Mitch yesterday, then you would have seen me tuning it on Justin's stream, which, hey, good job, everybody. We raised over $10,000 for Mitch. If you don't know what happened, Mitch 3D lost his job. Goddamn shame. And, well, he didn't really have a lot of time to find a new job before he would have gotten kicked out. So, we helped him, originally with a goal of only $2,000. We helped raise enough money for him to be able to live in his house until past May, I think, like into June. And now, because of that, he's going to be able to actually afford to negotiate a higher wage. Because before, he would have had to accept any minimum wage job. But now he can actually afford the time to negotiate something better. SquarePeg, so did you see the news about the BTT board for the Bambu? Yes, I did. I won't be using it. I likely won't do that upgrade because of how much it takes to actually get into the X1. It takes a lot to get into the X1. If they make one for the X1, which I think right now they're focusing on the P1 and the P1S, but if they make one for the X1, I would absolutely do it at some point. I don't know if I would do it right away. Don't know. We'll see. But anyway, so we got some pretty good results out of this printer so far. This came off of this one, and I am very happy with the print quality. Very happy with the print quality. This was very difficult to get running. Pretty much what had happened. Thoughts on X1 Plus? Do it. Install X1 Plus. Just don't hesitate. Do it. If your machine's out of warranty, do it. If your machine's in warranty, do it. Just do it. Oh, we're freezing. All right, there we go. I have X1 Plus. I can turn off the Wi-Fi and not get that firmware that everyone is going to hate. So, yeah. If you want to know my opinions on the whole Bambu situation, the first 40 minutes of the stream was that. So, feel free to rewind. I will likely download and cut that into its own video. So we'll see. I've been using it since day 0, but have you? Yeah, I've done it. I love it. I did it once my warranty expired. Okay, so you want to see something that you know, still on topic of the Bambu discussion. This is one of those devices that Bambu wants to block. Let me show you why I love this thing. So right now, this has two screens. They have 2 methods of control. But if I just go here, right? Axis and temp, home. Look at that. And then if I go printer selection, select the other printer, I'll go back. Well, look at that. Look at that. Home. And then did I mess something up? It's on. So this is great. This allows you to control multiple printers, and if you have Bambus, you can flash it to, you know, do multiple Bambus. This is awesome. This is like a little print farm controller in the palm of your hand. I love this. I take this to all of the rep shows that I go to, because normally when we go to rep shows, we have a lot of positrons. A lot of positrons. And what I want to do is I want to control all of them from behind the table. And it's usually easier for me to just add them to that rather than go to each screen and do it that way. It is, you can find it as the Panda Touch. I forget what it's called for the Clipper version. It's the same hardware for both. The Panda Touch and the Clipper version are the same hardware. It is just a file you flash to change them. If you buy the Panda Touch, then it comes pre-flashed with the firmware needed to control Bambu printers. If you buy the one that's for Clipper, it comes pre-flashed with the version that you need for the Clipper printers. But once you buy it, you can flash it so easily. You connect it to your network, and then you upload a file, and then it flashes the firmware. It's just an ESP32 in there. It's great. Like, what Big Tree Tech was able to do with just a ESP32 is phenomenal. I love it. Anyway, so we're going to do something to this printer here, because actually, no, we're not going to right now. So one thing with the positrons that I forgot about for time was how to fix the cable getting caught. So this cable sometimes get caught on this rail here. And I forgot how we developed that problem. It's because we put our extruder too low. So on this one, I raised up the extruder, I changed our firmware, and that's working. So that's great. I don't think we have any other troubleshooting to do on this machine. I think this one's tuned, and I'm ready to send this to its rightful owner. So the Your Problem printer, which is what he named it, is ready to go. And I'm excited for that. So of note that we did, actually I'm just realizing I need to print him a new filament spooler because I don't know where his are. So actually, now that this is upgraded to the 3.2, I don't really know off the top of my head what's different between them. The panels here, so we have printed panels on the side here. On the release candidate, they were acrylic panels. They didn't actually block things from getting in. But now they do, which is awesome. There's some internal differences as well, but I've upgraded most of it to 3.2. Yeah, that's about it. I'm trying to think of anything else. So what we'll do is let me grab this here. Is the video like being a little laggy for you guys? It looks like it's a little bit laggy on my end. We're gonna take this. We are gonna put it behind me. And if you haven't noticed, we're starting to clean up. Like, my desk is much cleaner. Behind me is starting to get cleaner. We're making progress here on actually cleaning the workshop, and I'm actually very proud of that. I think I'm at a point where my workshop might be a bit cleaner than Nero's and Alan's. If you haven't seen, Alan just posted a video today. It was actually pretty good. Do recommend you guys check it out after the stream. All right, let me, there we go. Let's raise this camera up just a tiny bit more. Hello. There we go. All right. And then, congrats on the new gig. Thank you. I do appreciate that. Zach, yeah, we'll talk. We'll definitely talk about that. Let me go ahead and face camera. I figured out a way that I can control the camera, where I can actually control it. Because right now I can't control the cameras. I used to be able to on my Streamlab unit here. I used to be able to control it. Oh no, go back. I used to be able to control it and be able to pan, zoom, and everything from my thing. But since I'm currently running on Mac, which I don't know how long we will do this because I'm definitely noticing some issues. I will let you guys tell me how well the stream quality is. I think I might need to, it looks like I have to drop the bitrate a bit, which is fine. We can do that easily. If this is all about the hardware, the last laptop I was using has an i7 6700 HQ processor and a 970M. It's not a great printer. Is it just video lag or is it audio as well? I do need to know if it's video or audio. Because video lag is bearable, audio lag is not bearable. I'll let you guys take a moment to respond here. Just video, okay. Let me check. Let's see here. All right, well, I can't change it right now. All right, I just dropped the output to 720. I have no idea if that is going to help at all. It may not. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, same stream, recording quality. Okay, so hopefully that works. I hopefully will be able to dedicate a new machine to be my streaming setup. But that takes money, and money is expensive. Jolly Rancher asks, I have a question. What is a good carbon fiber fill? Ooh, that's a good one. Well, here's the thing. I'm lagging both now. Oh, what? Hold up. Hold up. I am going to do a test here. Seems fine, audio-wise. Okay, well, all right, so this is just what the stream's going to be. I apologize. I don't know how else to resolve that. Damn. All right, so I need different hardware. Streaming on a budget with just two, you'd think streaming with two webcams would be a simple thing to do. Guess it's not. Man. Don't you love technology? Whatever. Okay. A good carbon-filled material. If you read the disclaimer at the bottom of the screen, which I don't know how legible that is at 720p anymore, I am going to be employed by Print and Solid. which means that I will be required to, push printed solid as well as Prusa. That is my disclaimer. That is one of the changes that is going to be made. Because as an employee of printed solid, I can't necessarily promote potential competitors. And as printed solid makes filament and Prusa makes filament, just full disclosure. So, right now, carbon fiber filament that I use has been Fiberon PA12CF. That is expensive. It's good, but it's expensive. It's like $70 for 500 grams. It's good stuff, but it's a lot of money. Another good one is Sliceworks. Sliceworks has some carbon fiber filled filaments, PLA and PETG. I believe they do others as well. I've tested it. It's pretty good. I like it. And then, of course, Prusa carbon fiber is the best. Now, I am not saying this because of the hat, the disclaimer, or anything else. Prusa has gone through the effort to actually make sure that their carbon fiber filled filaments is safe for handling and is safe for printing with. They have actually gone through the process to make sure that it is safe to handle without PPE. All these other carbon fiber filled filaments have not gone through that process, so we don't know if they're safe to handle. We don't know if they're safe to use or safe to be around without PPE. We don't know because they haven't gone through that certification. Prusa filament has. So we can say with absolute certainty that Prusa filament is, at least for now, in my opinion, because of the safety, going to be the best carbon fiber filled filament. Companies that put in an extra effort, that's what matters, man. That's what matters. All right, let's go ahead and get a print going on here to just, what I want to do, this is the last test before I'm comfortable with this going out. What I want to do is I want to test to make sure it can print while things are happening on the desk that it's on. So I want to make sure that it can survive being bumped around. I'm sure that it's going to be fine, but I just want to make sure. I hope, Jolly Rancher, that helps answer your question. If you have more questions, please don't be afraid to ask. I am here all night. And I also hope that the hours of which I am streaming now are good for everybody. I'm moving to stream at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard because oh, you know what? Hold on a second, guys. I just realized one thing I could do. There we go. The transition's still slow, but that should help with lag. So what was happening was I was ingesting this camera at 4K. Listen, right now I'm streaming at 720p. This does not have to be 4K. The only reason I was ingesting that as 4K was so I can zoom in. Well, I'm not going to do that now. So yeah, that should help with the stream. Because that absolutely reduces resources required. So I am very happy with that. All right, let's go ahead and load filament. So let's move the bed up. Filament load. Just gotta wait a minute. Hope everyone is having a good day. I was snowed in today. Snow is gone now, so I can go to work tomorrow. But yeah, for the most part today, yeah, I work from home. It's gonna be one of the last few days I get to work from home. Because the work I'm gonna be doing at Printed Solid cannot be done remotely, so I won't be able to work from home. And well, I only have my current job for 2 weeks, so I can't work from home there. I am, but not my printer. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. What's going on with the printer? Is it anything that we could possibly help with? There we go. Oh, my tools are over at my desk. Let me go grab those. So this is Polymaker's new Panchroma. I am not terribly a fan of this material. It is really goopy. Dark Third Dimension says, nice to hear. I'm not the only one with printer issues, right? Plagues us all. Alright, I am going to use a pre-sliced file here. I'll let you guys decide on what we print. All of these have printed with some success, so. Alright, Mandic Labs Hex Sound Panel, a Benchy, Articulated Whale Shark, a Bodhi, Infill Cube, or a pair of Hugging Otters. What should we print, guys? Again, that is a pair of Hugging Otters, a Bodhi, a Shark, a Benchy, or Mandic Really's Hex Panel. You're hot and not melted? What? How? What did you do? Alright, we got one vote for Shark. Shark's fun. I do like the Shark. Shark is really fun. Filament wrapped and broke the wire, so I need to get a new heating element. Oh no. Ah, it's the worst. Alright, Shark. Anyone else? I like Shark. Shark's good. Shark's an easy print. And actually a good print to show off other things. Jaws. Okay. That I'll take that as two for the Shark. So we'll go ahead and do the Shark. Alright, we're going to push this out of the way. And we're going to go ahead and grab our next project here. So again, massive shout out to West3D for sending us over the printed parts for the Switchwire. And shout out to KB3D, affiliate link in the description for KB3D, for sending us over the Switchwire. These were not provided for free. I did purchase both of them full price. I was not given a discount. Well, actually, I had a small discount on the KB3D order because of my affiliate status, but that was only like 20 bucks or something. But anyway, they still are the retailers I bought it from, so they get a shout out. So thank you to them for selling those items, because I do love them. So let's go ahead and grab them here. All right, so let's see, which one of you is the printed parts box? Okay, I believe it's this one. That is the printed parts box. All right, yes, that is the printed parts box. So we'll do this, and then we'll do the actual Switchwire itself. All right, let me make sure my address is not facing the camera, and let's go ahead and cut that open. Grant from 3D Musketeers pointed me towards this. This is a knife specifically for cardboards, and is relatively safe. It can still cut you, let me be clear. Like, it's still serrated, but as you can see, it is much safer than a normal knife. But it cuts through cardboard like butter, allowing me to remove my address. Easy. Cyborg didn't print it at Voron spec. What happened? They said it was 4 walls, 60%. It broke the part open. It was 2 walls. Oh no. That's not good. I'm sorry to hear that. So once again, these parts were ordered from West3D. How about the Bambu news? What can we do? G40. I spent the first 40 minutes of the stream talking about it. I went really in detail about my thoughts and opinions. I will be probably releasing that as its own video. So make sure you get subscribed if you want to see what that is. But TLDR, it's bad. It is just bad. One of my favorites. I was getting munchy, so I'm gonna munch on this later. Yeah, it's bad. It is just not good. Ambrosia. I forgot what colors I requested. Oh, I requested blue. Oops. I forgot. Oh. Oh, she heavy. Oh, those look good. Those look really good. Yeah, these are done well. So whenever I want to not print the parts myself, I typically ask KB3D, or not KB3D, West 3D. Sorry, they both have 3D in the name, and I'm dyslexic. I typically ask West 3D to print my parts for me. They have done it for my Voron 2.4, and they have done it for my Switchwire now. So, Jolly Rancher, didn't they do like a more open source thing? Who did a more open source thing? They're sending me another, so when I get it, I'm printing another one. No Voron stuff along with the rest. Cool, awesome. I was regretting my K2 Plus. Well, not anymore, right? Bambu did not do a more open source thing. So, I did not touch on their recent article. So they released an article today, kind of backpedaling. Here's my problem with what they put out today. Oh, no, did we? Oh no, okay. Sorry, it looked like the tool head started moving in a spot it wasn't supposed to be, so I thought it missed. But they didn't backtrack, they didn't backpedal, they essentially doubled down. If you actually read what they're saying, they are still saying that they are working with third parties. As of 13 hours ago, Soft Fever is still saying that they are not. Soft Fever is developing Orca Slicer, and as of 13 hours ago, Bambu is still not working with him. And they are claiming that they are. They said this already once before, and Soft Fever went out and said that they aren't already once. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. I don't trust them. Anytime they say that they're working with third party, I will not believe them until I see it. And that is the truth. At this point, they've proven themselves not to be trustworthy in that regard. And that is the sad truth. Because they have publicly lied to us once already. And I hate to say that because it's not fair, but it is the truth. Okay, so we got most of our parts here. I did print accent parts for this. I did print them in the colors that I normally use. So we're gonna mix and match, and we're gonna do what we think looks good. So our parts are here, and they are ready, and they look great. I'm very happy with these. I was gonna print a lot of the black parts out of my PA12CF, but let's just say my quality on that did not turn out as nicely as I wanted it to. Let's see, is that? Yes. Here are the purple parts that I did. I won't bring them over. I'm just going to leave them over here for now. Let's go ahead and open up this box. Oh, this is heavy. Oh. Fun fact, when you lift something, do not tense any other part of your body. Just lift it. If you tense another part of your body, ooh, almost put my address on stream. If you tense any part of your body, you can actually cause damage to those tensing parts because you might over-tense your body. You'd think I'd remove these before I actually open them on stream, right? You'd think. Yeah, Jolly Rancher, I agree. They need to get this whole thing under control. But honestly, it's not that they need to get it under control. It's just that they need to stop lying to their community, man. You just gotta be honest and tell people what it is they want. Like, if the company just told us what they wanted, at least they'd be being honest to us. Even if it's not something we necessarily like. Like, guys, if you want to charge for third-party filament, if you want to make your printers not print anything but bamboo filament, just say it. Just say it. Rip the fucking Band-Aid off. Don't try and sneak it in on us. Just say it. Like, come on. Don't put the source code in there showing that, you know, you tested whether or not it's possible. And then don't let us just find it. Like, look, Mom, Dad, if you two are having special wrestle sessions, cool. I don't care, but don't let me find the toys. That is a hyperbole. I know my parents don't. Because my bed is right underneath the bedroom. Man, if my mom is listening right now, I am dead. Another friendly reminder, these streams are not PG. Oh no, don't clip that out of context, please. Oh, I'd like to keep a roof over my head. Which side is up? I'm going to assume this side's up. Okay. Lift with your back, lift with your legs, not with your back. Rob, see, she's gonna kill you. Yeah, she might. I don't know. We'll find out. If you don't see me tweeting tomorrow, then you'll know I'm dead. Uh-oh. Well, hopefully that's just not high enough resolution. Whatever. If you really wanted my address, you could just look it up anyway. By the time I become a big enough content creator that this is a problematic thing, I will no longer be living at this house. And of course I can just obfuscate that or whatever. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that these are boxes within boxes. Why is this open? Oh, there's KB3D stickers in it. That's why it's open. Alright, let's get this off again so I can get the box that's in the box. Oh wait, no, I can just cut this open. Hold on. This is why a carver knife is really freaking good. Like checking on the positron, making sure it hasn't skipped any steps. Oh, I'm trying to cut a friggin' staple. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Oh well. Well, I just probably dulled that knife a little bit. Is what it is. Okay. Let's just do this. There we go. That worked. Am I causing enough vibration for you, printer? Any VFAs that we see in this print are likely going to be a result of me. Man, I do love me some LDO printers. Just love it so much. Let's see what's in the box. I believe I ordered the assembly manual with this, so... Love me some KB3D stickers! Once we get a new workbench, I think we're gonna sticker bond the workbench. We got... Ooh, that's a crushed switch wire. Ugh. Hopefully everything in there is good. Looks good. Should be fine. Shouldn't be an issue. Hey, there we go! I didn't have a separate box for this, so I was worried I didn't get this. I'm very happy that I have this. I hope that this means I don't have to flip between the LDO guide. Oh. Oh, sweet. Yeah, there's LDO instructions. At least it looks like there is. I would really rather go through this and not through all the online instructions. That's just a personal preference. Must-have kit. Nomad edition? Wait a minute! Wait a minute! Hold up a minute! Hold up a minute! What's in here? I'm about to ping Chris. Should I have opened this sooner? Oh man, I'm gonna give Chris an opportunity to hop in here before I open this. That will be the toys you don't want to find. Alright, we got our Big Tree Tech SKR Mini. Got our Revo Hot End. Oh yeah, Zach, if I do end up giving you the Bambu, I am taking my obsidian nozzle back. Just a heads up. Alright, obviously the instructions. I love that I have instructions. Documents inside. We'll check this out in a minute. Our panel kit. Ooh, that's hefty. Oh, that's hefty. Put that over here. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I bought this. This was, at the time of purchase, $400, and it is a fully enclosed printer. So yeah, no, I was absolutely going for that deal. I was not going to let that pass up. Cable kit. Oh, this is so cool. I have not done a proper Voron since my 2.4, and I did not do my 2.4 correctly. I really messed up my 2.4. Because I didn't really know how to build printers at the time. That's the truth. When I first joined Positron, I had not built a printer before. I really did not know what I was doing. So I just didn't know. What the hell's in there? I streamed me building that 2.4, and I think I did a pretty decent job. It was all the stuff after you built it that I didn't really know what to do. I printed out all the instructions and manually edited the book with the LDO instructions. Jumping around for the Trident, for the Trident was way too confusing. Yeah. Wait, is that for the switch wire? You did that? Are you like talking about the thing I have right now, or are you talking about something you did personally? Sorry, just wondering about context there. All right, there we go. Box out of the way. And it looks like we're still good with the shark. Very happy about that. Let's see what's inside the documents folder. What did LDO put in store for me? Oh, I know. I got my thing. 24111140322. Cool. Of course, double check everything. So this comes with a Raspberry Pi 3B. I'm likely going to upgrade that to a 4, because I have a few 4s laying around with PoE hats. So I definitely want to use those. Focus, focus. I see you not focusing. LDO Exavoron. I have a few of these already. I love these. No, I did it for the LDO Trident. Alright. I heard the Trident is much easier to build, so I want to get to that. Hey, look at that! Look at that! There we are! We're on it with the big boys! We're on it with the big boys! Oh, it's a calendar! Look at that! Wait, this is LT. This is outdated. I love this. This is for 2024. Wait, but December's here. What? Oh, hold on. What? Okay. All right, so this is 2025 here. Yeah, because right now it is the 20th. Yeah, May. Okay, or May, Monday. Duh. I am planning a 2.4 build, but need my V0 working, as it's the only ASA printer I have. I'm going LDO for the 2.4, only went Cyborg for the V0, as before I got it, I couldn't print ABS ASA. Fair enough, fair point. Yeah, my 2.4 was my first ABS ASA capable printer. I never got it printing. Got a nice big LDO sticker. Got another big LDO sticker. And we got some awesome stickers. Got the V0, we got a 2.4, we got a Trident, and then we got an Afterburner. I love it. Or not Afterburner, Self-burner. Or is it both? I think it's both. I don't know. And then another LDO sticker. I love... LDO's great. LDO, they're fantastic. They're truly wonderful people. And it has been an absolute pleasure to work with them on the Positron. I'm just so happy. All right. Every time I message KB3D, or every time I purchase something from KB3D, I ask them to troll me. And they haven't until now. There's something poking through here. And it looks used. Oh no. All right. I gave Chris a chance to get in here. What the hell? Is this a... Why? Why? This is used. What am I supposed to... What? He gave me a used Black & Decker butane soldering iron. What? A tiny piece of... A tiny piece of wire and conduit. This is going in the printer. I hope he knows this is going in the printer. I'm gonna find a spot for that. I got, finally, a KB3D Maker chip. I don't think I have one of these yet. I am so happy to actually have one now. Thank you. This is going with all the rest. I think I may have gotten one at some point, but like, it's whatever. I was at the KB3D open house, which I already have one of these. The Subway napkin. Where's the menu? Oh, that's coupons. Oh, you know what? Here you go, chat. Here you go. Use here is here. Get yourself a free cookie, chat. There you go. Get yourself a free cookie. Use code SWEET for a free cookie with any purchase at Subway, and use code SNACK to get a free bag of chips with your foot long. Oh my god. Good one, Chris. Or whoever packaged this together. Oh my god. Thank you for the used iron and the coupons. Finally, after me asking them to troll me, pays off. Do they even make thermocells anymore? Like, is this even functional? I feel like if I try and put this together and actually use it, it's gonna blow up. Thank God. Chat, if you ever have to buy anything from KB3D, use the affiliate link below. And make sure to tell them, one, that Nomad sent you, but also type in the note, say, troll me. You might get a butane soldering iron out of it. Oh my god. Yep, this is going somewhere. This is going somewhere. I don't know where this is going, but it's going somewhere. For right now, right next to the rook. Right there. Hey Steve, welcome. We were just wonderfully trolled by Chris at KB3D. If you want to go back a few minutes, you can get yourself a free cookie at Subway. Thanks to the generosity of KB3D. Oh, fans and inlet. Oh, this looks... The box looks mashed, but everything else in it looks fine. Oh, man. That was good. That was a good laugh. I needed that. Alright, Revo, heater core, and nozzle pack. I need to double check. I wonder if this is the high flow variant? Oh, I just broke it, so, shit. Because if it's not the high flow variant, I will go out of my way. Oh, he must be one of those Twitch weirdos. What are you talking about? You talk about, Chris or me? Because I'm a YouTube person, mostly. I just stream to Twitch because I have to. Because I'm a Twitch affiliate, and that's the only place that I do make money. But once I become a YouTube affiliate, I will. Yeah, I am dual streaming. I don't think Chris is actually watching. Because in the side thing right here, it shows both Twitch and YouTube chats. So, if he is talking, then my thing is just not picking it up for whatever reason. I don't think Chris is watching. He sent me, in addition to my switch wire, he sent me a used butane soldering iron, and he sent me, oh sorry, I meant go back in the video. He sent me this used butane soldering iron, and he also sent me Subway coupons. He also sent me this tiny piece of conduit. We are absolutely using this 100%. If my shipments from KB3D also just end up being KB3D trash boxes, that's okay. As long as I get what I paid for and a good laugh out of it. We're using this somewhere. I don't know where we're going to use this on the switch wire, but we're going to use this. This tiny little piece of conduit. We're not going to use this because I don't have the butane thing. It's like a proprietary cell or something. And I'm scared that it's broken. And if I try to use it, I'll blow up. So this is just going to sit right next to the rook for now. I need to find out if this is... So this is a 24 volt, 40 watt heater cart. I don't believe this is rated for high flow. So I'm gonna want to actually get their high flow. I should have another box from KB3D. Because I ordered... Yeah, hold on. I should have another box from KB3D. I ordered the Piezo probe, the piezo probe from them. Where did I put that? Hello, Callie. Hello. Is it this? Yes, it is. Okay. No, wait, this is not it. Oh yeah, this is just one of my boxes of random junk. Never mind. 1 second. That's from McMastercar. What's this? Is this it? No, that is a Tesla coil. That is likely it. Let me open it over here to make sure. Don't want to drag it over and be wrong. It stink. Oh wait, I'm looking at it right now. What's this? Oh, that's all the filament I was going to use for this build. Okay, so let me bring this over. Okay, so I got the PZ. So we're going to use this instead. Let's see here. I just put away a high flow heater core. I'm going to order one. This is a fairly easy thing to replace on the toolhead, so that's not a problem. But we do have the PZ probe. We're going to definitely be using this. This should have come with everything I need for it. This should be the... Yes, I feel it right there. Yep. And it does have it pre-installed. Awesome. Steve, I presume you've used one of these already. Right? Oh, wow, that is thin. Ooh. Gotta be careful of that. Oh, it's purple, too. Yay. I like purple. I definitely want this to be purple so it matches with my Mystic printers. That's cool. This is going to be cool. I am looking forward to this. This is going to make bed leveling much easier. So I'm looking forward to this. Oh yeah, installed a few of those. I presume it's a good setup. Did pay a decent amount for it. I've heard great things, and we've been testing it with the positron. So I'm looking forward to trying it out. I figured on a switch wire, a beacon was not really necessary. So I figured a PZ probe would work well, especially if I somehow got like the Prusa regional leveling to work. Yeah. Then from KB3D, I picked up a few of their black plates. Because I realized that it's using the same bed, at least I believe, as the Mark IV. So because I plan on going to probably some more Mark IVs as well as a Core 1, I wanted to keep all my beds kind of the same size. So in yesterday's printer update stream, I was going to pull out the Positron V to update, but ran out of time. Oh, man. So the V3, we haven't done any software updates to that, so I don't know what the process actually for updating the V3 would be. Nor do I... We have officially said that as of this time, and likely indefinitely, because I don't think we ever are going to have the time to go back and revisit the V3, there is no upgrade path from the V3 to the 3.2. And that is just because with LDO's assistance, we updated so much. So I just don't think that there's going to be an upgrade path anytime soon. But would have been mostly for the lulz. Honestly, I agree. It would have definitely been very interesting. But we have made the promise moving forward that obviously we don't want that to ever happen again. If you buy a 3.2, we're going to make sure that you can upgrade to 3.3, 3.4, as well as, if all goes well, a 4.0. Because we want to make sure that there is upgrade paths for everybody. Nice. Looks good. Happy with that. Let me see if it fits on my Prusa. This is the biggest reason why I bought these. Was just to have some extra beds for my Prusa. As well as, of course, the switchbar itself. I need to clean up still because there's still a bunch of trash. All right, take that off. There's no keys. Okay. Yeah, that fits. That works. Cool. I'm just gonna leave that on. Yeah, that works. Sweet. That is exactly what I wanted. Perfect. I am happy. I am very happy with that. I'm gonna have to really work on the video lag issue. I hope when the new cameras come in that they are a little bit better optimized. Because these are Anchor cameras. These aren't really made for live streaming. Not that any necessary webcam is made for live streaming. But I picked up some Streamlabs, or not Streamlabs, Stream Deck, Elgato webcams. So I'm hoping they are better. If not, I'm gonna have to figure out something. I don't know what yet. But yeah, after the laptop died, I don't really have too much in the way of a streaming computer. So I'm using a M1 Mac right now. It works, but it's definitely not the best experience for viewership. So I am going to work on that. I'm going to look into it. What's likely, if I can get this to work, what's likely going to happen is I am likely going to use... So here's the issue. Encoding is always going to be an issue. So in order to get past the encoding problem, I need to have a... Actually, that could work. Okay, so this is probably what I'm going to do. Just throwing things out there. I'm probably going to keep the Mac as the thing that controls all the cameras and everything. And then what I would probably do is either get a capture card or something and use a laptop, like my old laptop, as the encoder to actually then stream everything. That way, this won't lag. Because this is only lagging because we're actually pushing the encoding. During my testing over the weekends, this wasn't lagging. So I think that's what we're going to do. Hopefully I can find a capture card that works off USB and works well enough, but we'll see. I know Elgato does a capture card. I don't know if I want to do an Elgato capture card. I want to see if maybe there's a cheaper version that just works, but we'll see. I may end up getting an Elgato just so I can stay in the ecosystem. Don't know yet. Okay. Well, that's it for unboxing. The whole point of all this was to see if that is now tuned enough that me doing all that stuff caused any issues. So let's have a look here so far. We're about 38% done. I see some problems. I don't know if that's because the printer's going ham or because we were moving things around, but I definitely do see some issues. No layer shifting. That's good. That's like the biggest thing I was worried about. So far it's working well. I also did not tune this filament. This is the Polychroma PLA-like filament. So yeah, no idea. But let's go ahead and let's see, how much time do we have left? We got about 30 minutes. So let's look over the instructions. Steve, I actually do have a question for you. So I know you may not know the answer to this, but I figured, hey, you might know the answer. So I'll ask it to you. So I picked up this from KB3D. Now I know that this is done by the retailers. I know this is not like regulated by anything, but do you know if the KB3D printed guide has all the LDO parts included? Just off the top of your head. If you don't know, that's fine. We'll find out. That is what I would like to know, if you know that off the top of your head. I'm gonna ask Chris if you don't know, obviously. I just forgot to ask him beforehand. That's still too high. Squat. There we go. Nope. I would doubt it. Okay, we'll find out. So let's see. Let's do a little bit of light reading, chat. Shall we? But for the most part, there isn't much LDO change on the switch bar, yeah. I figured. Oh, did they really? They did. They printed double-sided. Well, that's fun. Just means I'm going to be flipping a lot. Hardware. Yep, self-tapping screw, heat inserts. I do love Voron guides. I wish I knew how to make a guide like this. Yeah, save the trees, indeed. I wish I knew how to make a guide like this. I don't. It's just so nice. Especially, we do have to remake the positron guide. Not for any, like, problem with it. There are some things to be improved, but we want to help with localization. And it's going to be easier if we rebuild the guide on a different website that allows for localization. So that's why we have to redo the guide. And I would love to be able to do something like this, but like also have like animated instructions. That would just be really nice. All right, extrusions, frame. I think the only things I'm gonna have to worry about are like the LDO switch wire, the LDO toolhead stuff. And I saw something in here that mentioned like LDO changes. So I'm feeling pretty confident about that. All right, linear. I know this, I think LDO did, yeah, finished carriage by LDO. Some vendors offer carriage with the bolt pattern required. So there is some mention of the LDO stuff in here, which is good. I like that. Yep. Sensorless homing for LDO motors. Sweet. I guess pattern, LDO motors. All right, this is sweet. I'm liking this so far. Like this is exactly what I wanted. I guess pattern, LDO motors. Nice. All right, so it looks like some of the LDO highlights are highlighted, which, great, love that. I know this front panel has an LDO custom thing, which looks like that's not mentioned, but that's fine. I know of it, and that's the important part. All right, yeah, it looks like this is going to be pretty straightforward. This is the switch wire, as far as I'm aware, is a relatively easy build. As far as I'm aware. I picked it because I needed an easy build. Because again, I'm gonna be tearing down my 2.4 and redoing it entirely because it's not printing, and I'm not happy with it, and it's all my fault. Me, nobody else's, all mine. That is the afterburner, isn't it? Yeah, that's the afterburner. Or no, this is clockwork. Never mind. Oh, there's a bunch of different. I see. Did it have like all of them in here? Yeah, wait, that is afterburner. Okay, so this is a stealth burner instructions. It's a good thing I actually know how to put together a stealth burner, like without the instructions. Okay, so doesn't have stealth burner, that's fine. Just of note. What? I need context on that. Ah, yeah, LDO, nice. Thank you, LDO. Thank you, LDO. I am loving that there are LDO highlights in here saying, hey, look out for this. When I did the 2.4, it didn't have those. So I was jumping around, and that's how some mistakes ended up being made. And I know, like, the difficulty of making a generalized guide, and then obviously pointing out things to, like, oh, this is for LDO, it's not. I appreciate this. I love this so much. Thank you to whoever is responsible for the guide. Because this is a lot. This is a hard work. This is awesome. Okay, I'm very happy to have this. When I am finished with this, I'm likely going to print out, or I'm likely going to take this somewhere to one of the. I'm likely going to take this to one of the fests and have the Voron team sign it. Once I have my Voron working and serialized, that is, because you guys really helped us make sure that we did things better, and stuck things with the whole open source aspect. Thank you for letting us copy your homework. That is most appreciated. Okay. I mean, technically I could get started. I do have 20 minutes. And it shouldn't take that long to get started on the frame. So you know what? Let's look over... Things are falling. Things are falling. Okay, let's actually look at this. Rather than just flip through it, let's actually look at this. I do love that protective cover that KB3D ships with it. That's nice. Alright. We build space shuttles with guarding tools so anyone can have a space shuttle of their own. I love that. I love that. Meanwhile, Positron's just like, woke up drunk, upside down printer on computer, posted it. LDO reached out. Yay. It's the running joke of how we actually did things. Okay, so the basics of building joints. This is important. This is very important. So, yep. Okay, yeah, that's just how that works. Very simple. Okay, so extrusions are where we are going to start. So that is simple. Let's go ahead and grab those extrusions. They are right next to me right here. What's that blue dot? Oh, just blue. Oh, right, I got blue. Never mind, so I'm sticking with the blue color parts then. Because I got blue. So this is not necessarily going to fit in with my Mystic color scheme. That's okay. That's fine. Because we can get pretty blue filament and make it like blue magic. Oh, love the sound of good aluminum. Okay, don't think I need the large ones for now, so let's put those down. There we go. Okay. Blind joint basics. Well, I already know the basics of blind joints. Oh, I do need the large ones. Okay. Alright, so I need the large ones and the two smallest. Interested to see LDO blue, because that's what I want for my 2.4. Hello, LOSync, welcome. Well, yeah, give me a second to unbox this, and we shall have a look at that indeed. Okay, yeah, so two smallest and two largest. So put these down. So here is LDO blue. Let's go ahead and unwrap this so you can have a look at how this blue looks. Let me go ahead and tilt this camera back a bit so we can get a better view of the work area. There we go. The printout manual is a nice touch. I keep one on my nightstand. Why your nightstand? Ooh. That's pretty. That is pretty. That is really nicely done. Yeah. Again, sorry for the lag on the video, guys. I figured out what the problem is, and we will be fixing it in time. Just gotta bear with me. Yeah, this is pretty. I do not regret going with blue. Blue is my favorite color. Chunky Boy 3030, I believe so. I believe these are 3030s. And then these, I believe, are 3060s. Right? That's a 3060? I don't know. I work in positron land. We don't use extrusions. We use an extrusion. One. That is pretty. That is pretty. It feels nice too. It feels so nice. It smells nice too. I don't know why I had the inclination to smell the aluminum. Something in the back of my mind was, yeah, man, smells good. All right. So M8 by 16 BHCS. Where? Okay, fasteners box. Let's look. Motor kit. Fasteners tools. It's tool heads in motion. Nighthawk. Switch wire. Okay. I just realized I probably want to order the new switch wire for this. No, not switch wire. What am I talking about? Nighthawk. Oh look, PTG. It's pure PTG too. I got some Capricorn blue coming in, so I'm going to use that instead of that. 3M. All right, here's our tools. Feet. Spacers. I am not looking aluminum extrusion. You are funny. I'm going to leave those in there for now. Are you building it stock or have mods in mind? I have no mods in mind right now. The only big ones are obviously the PZ probe. That is one of the larger mods I have in mind. Which, in all things considered, it's a small mod. I am going to do the latest LDO toolboard, whatever that is. I think I'm going to stick with the stealth burner for now. Yes, this does have a toolboard with it. It's not the latest toolboard as far as I'm aware. It is like the older one. I don't know. I want Jason to send me over the latest toolboard that they made. I do want a toolboard that has ADXL built in. Yeah, the Nighthawk. I do want a toolboard with ADXL built in. I know this one does not, and I want one with it. This is revision C, so this is not revision D. I don't know if a revision D kit exists for Switchwire, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if one will. I don't know how well Switchwire sells, and I don't want to inquire. Yep, M8 by 16. So I don't know how fast they'll release a revision D, if they ever will. If they don't, you know, that's whatever. You know, businesses have to make business choices. But yeah, I saw this for yeah, Modbot does make a good screw organizer. I have one from Zombie Hedgehog right here, but this is currently suited for the positron. So this is all positron screws. I'm trying to figure out how to do this. Let's put those down in a way it won't cause problems. Okay. Weirdly, though, I work well with bags. Those are chunky. Oh my god. I'm gonna pull out, for these, I'm gonna pull out my, Wera. I don't know where my smaller Weras are, but for these, oh boy. Just trolling the posy pappy. Man, I love this. I just love building. Alright, leave just... So these should be able to slide into another. These are not sliding into each other, but they should be able to. So, obviously, if you do this, don't do it too tight. Most of you have built forons, though, so you already know this. And those of you who don't, there you go. Good for fun. Actually, it literally says that. Blind joints, cost effective. The head of the BHCS is slid into the channel of another extrusion. It says it right there. I do. I do have 1, 2, 3 blocks. Yes. I will be using them later. Let me actually grab one. There we go. I'm currently using them to hold some of my tools. But yes, I do have 1, 2, 3 blocks, and I know that these are like perfectly square, so I will be using these to help make sure everything is square. Okay. Line joint access, okay. Upside down assembly. Hey, I'm used to that! That part I'm good at! Okay, so let's see here. So, slide that in. All right, leave it a little bit loose. You don't want to tighten it down fully. And I want it to still be able to move around a bit. Just a little bit. They are perfectly squat. What? You mean they must be perfectly not there? What? Okay. Whatever you say, Dark Third Dimension. No, oh, sure. There we go. Okay, there we go. Be there or be square. Sorry, I misspelled square. You're all good, man. If this is the whole base frame of the printer, I'm gonna have a lot more room than I thought. I thought this was gonna take up a lot more space. Like, I thought... I'm used to building on the Bambu and the XL on here, on this table. I am not used to working on slightly small... Oh, wait. That screw hole there. Which way is that meant to be? Does it matter? I'm assuming it doesn't matter. I just noticed that there's a hole right there. And I'm also noticing that the guide does not explicitly say where that is supposed to be. It just says blind access holes here and here, but this has 2 on each side. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Hold on. Okay. Okay, T-nuts will go in, and that slides in on the top face, but now we look at this. Okay, so it doesn't matter. Okay. Okay. Cool. Cool. Just double checking. Alright, let's go ahead and get these square. You know, it's going to be square. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. Cut out my wearer. M8. It's an M8 hardware. I don't think I have to worry about these not being square. I think they're fine. I'm going to use something other than my wearer, because that's scratching up pretty bad. And I like to keep my tools nice. Where are the tools in here? Oh, okay, there. Beefy. Do I need a drill bit? Hope I don't need a drill bit for anything. I don't have a drill. I mean, I have a drill somewhere in the house, but not currently available to me. Build volume on the switch wire is pretty much the same as a Prusa, if I recall correctly. I don't remember off the top of my head. All I know is that the build plates are compatible. And part of me, actually one mod I might do is put a Mark IV build plate on this. I might, I don't know. I only just thought about that. And the only reason I'm saying that is because I'm going to be working at a place that has like 1,000 build plates for Mark IVs. So. Okay. M5 by 10. That's not helpful. Someone like me who doesn't have a Prusa. I mean, I just gave you the information you need to Google it. So, you know, you got fingers. That's terrible. I shouldn't have said that. M3, M5 by 30. I need M5 by 10s. You know what's funny? There's less hardware in this kit than a freaking Positron. Get a blue BTT cryoplate. I might. 3 by 30, M5 by 10. Yes, here we go. M5 by 10. I also need M5. Your M3s. Your M5 3030. I think you're what I need. I need 2. What Prusa? The Mini XL Mark IV? Let's see if I remember how to... Oh no, you have to roll these in. These extrusions are not... Oh wait, no, hold up. Never mind. I spoke too soon. I was able to get that done. I spoke way too soon. Okay, so now I need the second shortest. This. Yeah? I just used the 2 shortest ones here. So this would now be the shortest remaining. Yeah, 235 by 250. Roughly. Are these... Wait. Oh, no. I didn't grab the shortest. Oops. There we go. That's the correct length. I was very confused for a second. Okay. Okay, and then M5 by 10s. Yeah, sorry for being completely unhelpful with that question. But you should know me. I'm Nomad. I'm not the most helpful person in the world. Hey. What did I... Oh. Yeah, one of the reasons I decided on the Switchwire, aside from the fact that it was like $400, was that I could use build plates between it and my Prusa. So as I go more into the Prusa ecosystem, this can still use my Prusa plates. So that's why I really wanted to get this one. Okay, that's done. Okay. So make sure that, obviously those are 90 to each other. That's easy to do. These are going to be easy to make sure because there's only a set length that those could be. But making sure this thing in the middle is 140, that's going to be tricky. All right, so what I can do is just put this at 140. Just like that. And then... Oh, this doesn't have a screw. Okay, cool. Okay, so that's too long and that's too short. Yeah, I have to scoot that over just a bit. Okay, that's about 140. That's almost 140. I love how I eyeballed it and I got it like within a millimeter. Like white. How did I manage that? Like literally got it within a millimeter. Okay, now let's check that. Yeah, what the hell? You guys saw, I barely moved those. I barely moved those, and I somehow got them within a friggin' millimeter. Alright, that's about 89. That's 89. That's within tolerance, because that's like 89.1. That's 90.1. That's 90.1. Okay, yeah, that's within tolerance, I would say. Unless Steve's going to yell at me for being 0.4 millimeters off. Please don't yell at me, Steve. Right, there we go. Time's it now? Oh, it's 10:09. Okay. Let's look at what is next. Oh, this is about to be finished. So we'll let the shark finish. The shark just finished. I mean, if you're okay with skew, it's your printer. How? Dang it. Okay. We're gonna do this right, guys. We're gonna do it right. Why can't I feel? Oh, that's the wrong size. That's why. Wait, what? Oh, hold on, here. There we go. We're gonna do it right. This is still a precision machine. It should be treated as such. This is the unloosening of shame. Or loosening of shame, not unloosening. To unloosen something would be to tighten it. Okay, so it's 91. 90. Okay. 90.02. Yes, it's just a little bit bigger than a positron. Don't worry, it's neutron. All right, so this side is correct. That is 90. Now this side that's 88. 89. 88 still. Why are you 88? Why are you not 90? Oh, I think I see why. Okay, there. It's 90 now. I just gotta screw it in while I'm holding it like this. There we go. That should be enough tension. Okay, let's check. 90.08. There we go. Golden. Okay, let's check the other side. Let's make sure this is 90. Let's see. Okay, that is literally 89.9. 89.99. I'll take that. That's 90. I'll take that margin. That's 89.78. Let's go ahead and nudge that. Steve's probably laughing like, yeah, he doesn't need to do it that much. Probably not. See, with the positron, I do know how important that 0.01 millimeter can be. Because that literally is the difference between a part collision and, not collision in some of our assemblies. Should the positron have a tolerance that tight? No, but we're dealing with a really, really compact machine. It is really difficult to fit everything that we fit in there. So we had to make some choices. 90. Yeah, 90. 90.06. All right. The frame is correctly measured. Go. Oh, that just slipped. No, I thought I had that tightened down. No. Yes, I didn't. Alright, that's a millimeter too far. Oh, did I just click into place? Almost. Big. Too small. Too far. That's right. Okay, yeah, just right. That's 140. So if that's 140, then by physics demanding it, this should be 140. What? It's 138. How is that possible? Steve, if one side is 140 and the other side's 138, should I meet it in the middle and make it 139 each side? Or should I leave the one side at being 140? Guide says 140 each side, so I'm slightly confused. Okay. Well, thank you, Stephen. I'll stick to the 140 then. Okay, that is... Oh, that's 4 mil off. Jesus. There we go. As long as the distance here is equal on both sides, we should be good. Not 100% sure how tight the build area is, but you might lose a millimeter if you don't center it. Not a big deal. Square is more important. Yep. That's what I figured. Yeah. Let me measure this now. And I mean, this could also just be like the difference between my measuring angle. Because like right now, that's measuring 140. Move over here. That's also about 140. So you know what? It's good. It's just me looking at this at a weird angle. So that's good. That's good. And let's check squareness. Good. 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 We're square. Good. Okay, let's have a look at this shark. Is it cold enough for me to pull off? Should be. Oh, yep, that comes right off. There we go. All right. Definitely need to tune like retraction and stuff, but that's the slicer setting. Hardware-wise, this looks like the printer is doing phenomenal. Despite how much we rocked the boat working on this switch wire while this was printing on a flimsy folding table, I don't see any significant artifacts. I just see like a little bit of cooling issue at one spot, which it's fine. This is not running the 10K fan, so just have to adjust the cooling in the slicer on that. But it's articulating nicely. There is stringing, like a lot of stringing, as you can see right there. That is from filament tuning. I did not tune this filament at all. And I won't be, only because obviously my friend who this printer is going to isn't going to have this filament. So I can't really tune it for his filament. The profile that we have should be good enough for standard PLA. This is not standard PLA. This is the polychroma new stuff. So yeah. Also, he needs to learn how to tune his filament. So I'm not going to do that for him. This looks good. I'm happy with this. This is a good shark. This did good, especially with us, yeah, again, moving the table as much as we did. Where is the other one? Here it is. Let's compare it real quick. Yeah, that's good. I don't even see really any VFAs. Yeah. Similar print quality. Good overall. Very happy with that. Okay. Yeah, this printer is ready to be shipped back to its rightful owner, and I will be doing that tomorrow. Or Wednesday. I'll be doing that Wednesday. I guess I could do it tomorrow too. Probably gonna do Wednesday, so that I can spend tomorrow packing it up and then getting it shipped out. But yeah. Well, we have started the Switchwire as well. I didn't think we were actually going to start the Switchwire today. I'm happy that we did. I've been meaning to start this for so long. And I'm so happy that we are starting to actually get to it. I am excited for this. This is very exciting. I am going to try and source a capture card so that I can fix this stream lag. I want to keep using Mac as the platform that is pulling in my video, because with Mac I can actually use the webcam in multiple applications without issue. In Windows it likes to have it likes to only let one application use webcam. So I'm gonna stick with Mac. It took me a while to redo the whole framing here, and like this scroll bar at the bottom helps cover my ass. So yeah, I'm gonna work on this, and hopefully we can fix the stuttering issue. At the very least, what's gonna happen is one of these machines will be the encoder and one of these machines will actually be like the ingester, which will divide the workload significantly, and solve a lot of the problems that I've been having. So, yeah. All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate all of you. We are going to continue with the Switchwire on Wednesday. I don't know Steve, how long does the Switchwire build usually take? Like how many streams do you think? Oh, good night. Good night, Steve. Yeah, I wonder how long a Switchwire usually takes to build. I anticipate if we stream 3 times a week, this is likely going to be done next week. I anticipate. It might be, might not be. First stream for me was about 16 hours. Okay, so about 16-hour build. You are really good at building printers, so I'm going to say it's going to take me about 20 to 22 hours, roughly. Oh, I'm just adding a ton of hours because I'm not familiar with Vorons at all. Look at my build of LDO kit mid last year. I will watch that during work. Thank you. But yeah, so hopefully we'll have this done by next week. We'll see. All right. Thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. I do really appreciate every single one of you. Again, if you want to see my opinions, my thoughts and opinions on the whole Bambu situation, the first 40 minutes of the stream is dedicated to that. I will be taking that out and uploading it as its own independent video. So, you know, be subscribed if you want to see that. I will put up a notification for the next stream on Wednesday. Wednesday at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard, we will be continuing with the Switchwire. Thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. Remember, hug people more, hug yourself more, volunteer for a cause you believe in, all that stuff that apparently I do steal from Joel. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I hope you all have a wonderful night. Thank you.